are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you feeling?
Stomach pain's been getting a little bit worse. Been taking the H2 blocker. It really hasn't been doing anything. I don't really have much of an appetite these days. I'm still vomiting. I feel really crummy. I'm gonna be honest.
You've been vomiting a lot more.
A lot more.
And what are you doing for the pain? Are you taking anything
I'm taking. I was taking ibuprofen, but then my wife told me that it like eats at the stomach lining.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
take
and
that.
then I started taking Tylenol. It hasn't really been doing anything.
Okay. You know how you went and got the CAT scan because
Yeah, I remember. We did that. How many weeks ago?
I ordered it a week ago.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, I went. They were really nice to me there.
yeah, and that went okay for you?
That went all right.
Okay.
It was okay.
Wanted you to come in so we can discuss the results.
Okay.
And so I could tell you, what the results showed and kind of the next steps from there. Okay.
Well, what's going on? Should I be worried?
So why don't we talk about the results?
Okay.
So with your CAT scan, I had ordered it just because, I had given you the H2 blocker. And, as you mentioned in the last appointment, that really wasn't making much of a difference and you were still having a lot of pain. And I just wanted to make sure there wasn't something else going on.
Okay.
And unfortunately, there are a few things that we've seen on the scan.
What kind of things?
We can get to all of that. So, you have your stomach, and in your stomach there's a mass they saw.
A mass?
Usually with mass, there's different things that we look for, but you do also have other findings on your CAT scan, which makes me concerned that this may be cancer.
Oh my god. Are you sure?
The scan is very clear. The radiologist, has wrote it. I also looked at the scans. So, I looked at the reading, but I also went through the scans myself, and we can definitely go over that a little bit later. There's the mass in your stomach, and then there's also other masses that we see in your liver, which basically shows that it may be a progressed disease. We have to take this one step at a time, but do you want to tell me what you kind of understand from what I've told you so far?
Well, you told me that I have a mass and other findings and cancer. That's all I heard. What else?
I know it's a lot to take on, and it's not.
What do I do?
Mr. Phillips, I've been with you for many years now, and I can, I'm gonna stay with you and walk you through all the next steps. And I know that this is a lot of information. I can talk to your significant other as well as your children.
My wife, she would definitely, I'm gonna have to tell her kids,
What are things going through your head right now?
Well, I feel like I've been hit by a 2x4.
I feel the same way for you. It's a lot of information.
I remember when my brother had to go through this. I never thought I had to.
There's nothing that you did. It's just, we'll just deal with it one step at a time. Okay?
What's next?
So I want to send you to get a biopsy from one of the masses in your liver. From that biopsy, we'll be able to see kind of what the next steps are in terms of treatment.
what are you thinking in terms of next steps? I mean, what does that mean?
So we're gonna have to get a biopsy of one of these masses that we see, and that will tell us what kind of cancer it is, and it'll give us more information about the cancer, and see if there are options of chemotherapy or radiation that may work to.
I mean, in your professional opinion, how long do you think I have?
I think we really have to get the biopsy and see what the results are. And depending on the treatment, we can determine kind of what the next steps are and what, the likelihood of treatment being, how much it can effectively help you.
I just don't want to suffer in the end. I remember what my brother went through, and I just don't want to suffer in the end. I don't want to pursue all of this really expensive treatment and then put everyone through the ringer only to die with chest compressions.
Right. We can definitely discuss that and all your options, but I think that at this stage it might be worthwhile to get that biopsy to see what your options are, and then we can definitely talk about everything else that's involved in. But I just want you to process this and see if we need to speak. Would you want to schedule another appointment so we can talk to your family members as well? Would you like?
Yeah. Let me break the news to my wife first, and then we can sort of just lay all the cards out on the table. Yeah, we'll get this biopsy done right away,
and then we can figure out the next steps. Okay.
Yeah. We'll do that.
Do you have any other questions for me?
I think you said it all.
I know this is hard.
Yeah. Thank you.
And go.